Well, hello there. Long time no see. I wanted to come back to this channel, but I didn't want to do that without addressing the Looxi situation. I'm not a Looxi reviewer, but it has been a huge part of this channel. My first video was a showcase of one of their collections, my most popular video featured them heavily, and it was the very first indie brand that I ever tried. I started buying from Looxi in 2019. It was a great way for me to buy new shades without breaking the bank. And since it was my first taste of indie, I was very impressed, so I started buying their collections, and it's when it started feeling like a gamble, because not all of the shades were made equal. And honestly, I didn't mind, because seeing the other indies, I knew these were still cheap in comparison. I could buy 10 shades for the prices of 3 of other indies. Also, there was always that one shade that I didn't like the look of on the page, but then I had it and I did like it, so again, it was just worth it for me. The brand had been on this cycle of dropping new collections and disappearing since I started buying from them, so their silence was never a red flag for me. It was just business as usual. But I hear people say that the owner was way better at communicating and even friendly back in the day. They had codes, they sent people PR, they were a normal brand. That really surprised me, and I see why many people dropped them after they switched to their silent treatment. Their shipping was also great because they would be ready in 10 days from ordering to arriving. It has been that way since 2019 until 2023-ish, so it's weird that just last year they started to take longer and longer. First it was 2 weeks, then a month, then 2 months. I think with that last collection they did disclose that they had been having an issue, and that was right before they announced the sale. I know this is old news to many of you, but just a few months ago, Looxi announced a big sale. Apparently, they were going to get rid of some shades that they had never launched, so that was a pretty good deal and it caught the attention of many. Anyways, I don't know if a month went by, but people started asking on Instagram like, hey, what's going on with my order? It's not even shipping. And so later, like a few weeks later, I think it was when the site went down, and that's when everyone started freaking out even more. And with good reason, the brand had not said anything, unlike the past collection in which they did say like, oh, we have a problem. No, this time they didn't say anything. Now the website is still gone even months later, so I don't think they'll ever come back. I watched videos by Hannah, Angelica, and Jen, and they all know way more about brands than I do, and I saw something interesting. Jen said that maybe the site was shut down as a consequence of people requesting so many chargebacks, and people did that because they were taking too long to ship and not communicating. And honestly, I don't know what may have happened for them to stop shipping, because the site had just been updated recently. And I know that the obvious answer is, well, they were planning to scam people. But the thing is, they had just updated their formula and their website. That's not something that you do when you're about to scam people. And also, they left their Instagram running. So if you were planning to actually scam people, I would think you would be like, oh yeah, I'm going to hide this, so I'm just going to go and no one's going to know. No one's going to ask anything. I'm just not going to see it, you know? So I found that super strange. And it sucks because this is the new collection you see me swatching. And I know that many didn't love them, but I did because it's their updated formula and I can confirm that it's better than the one that they used to have. You remember that the old one was quite squishy and without a base? Well, this one has quite a strong base and it feels drier, but that dryness makes it last longer. So I don't know, it feels weird that they would do this right before bouncing. And even though it's more obvious to say that they just wanted to scam people, I'm more inclined to believe that something else was going down. If you have been keeping up with my post-up, then you know how my interest in Looxi has declined this year. I went from buying things blindly to waiting for reviews to skipping whole collections like it happened with the Salty Clouds. Like, I saw that and I'm like, no, this doesn't look sparkly at all. And I thought that we're going to get back to the old formula with this new collection. And I don't regret picking it up because I do like these shades. But you know, I'm a little soured by it because this is the last collection and I don't even know what went wrong with this. I don't think it's gonna be possible for them to make a comeback now that it's been months and they are still as silent as ever. And it always happens with these one-person show brands, like Shroud, Vanessa's Vanity, and so many brands that took pride in being a one-person show or two people at max. These brands almost always end up the same, so I hope this serves as an example for future indies to get help as they grow. But also, this was a very cheap brand, so I don't know, perhaps it just wasn't worth it anymore. But anyways, if they were having trouble staying afloat, I wish they had just said that and closed properly. I wish they had gone in better terms. And who knows, maybe they managed to come back. But if they do, I don't think I'd be able to trust them the way I used to. I am beyond disappointed and surprised. But I would like to hear an explanation of just what happened. They had been around for nearly 10 years, and this wasn't like Shroud, which has a history of taking forever to ship. Looxi had never done anything like this, at least in the years that I bought from them, so it's weird that this happened. The fact that they're not communicating even now leads me to believe that 3 things may have happened. 1, this was their plan. 2, something went very wrong. Or 3, they're just people who don't know how to run a business and are just letting it burn rather than doing something right. All I'm gonna say is I hope the owner is doing okay because, as I've said, I find it strange how if their plan was to scam people, then why update the website? Why update the formula if you know you're going to bounce? And most of all, why leave your Instagram app? Why just not disappear completely? I don't know, it's just weird stuff. I wanted to make this video because I'm still gonna use Looxi for things like dupes and such, because I have so much from them, it'd be a waste not to use it, but I wanted to be clear where I stand. And that's the end of this video. What do you guys think? When was the last time you ordered from Looxi? Did you buy from their last sale? And were you able to get your money back? I hope you all did, because this is beyond shitty. And the thing is, many indies are run this way, and we can never really know what's going on behind the scenes. It's just a big gamble on the indie space. The only brands which I think have earned my trust are the super professional ones like Sydney Grace, Cleona, and Little Cosmetics, and so many more, to be honest. There is way more good than bad in here, so let's just hope it stays that way. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.